Alright, so I think this is the only video online describing the issue of the DSG transmission in the Volkswagens. When you put it in park, it'll just roll like a manual, like it's not engaging into park. And also recently, so I continued to drive it like that, and I just put the e-brake up whenever I put it in park. But now, when you put it in drive, the linkage is so far off that it won't even engage into drive. You have to hold it in drive or else it won't even go, and I'll show that now. So we'll turn it on here. And it shows in park, but it'll just roll. If this was down, it would just roll, 50 feet. Everyone in the comments of these forums that you probably have already seen will say, oh, that's completely normal, yeah, it just rolls, which is normal for a DSG to roll like maybe 3, 5, 6 inches. But this, you could push it down a hill and it'll roll all the way down. So, as you can see, you put it into, this is as far as it goes. But if you continue to pull it, it will engage into drive at one point, see? But you let go and it goes into neutral. And you could drive it like that. So this reverse neutral drive sport mode is all actuated by electronics. Park, it has this thing, it's a little clip that will push down onto the flywheel and hold it in park. And that is the only reason for this. All of these are controlled electronically. So that's why I'm maxing out the linkage right now. Doing this, it's at max. This is acting as if it's in sport right now, maxed all the way down. But as you can see, there's still plenty of room for it to go down. So the linkage has an issue. So you can continue to drive like that. If yours lets you do it, I mean, I guess you could just use the e-brake, but this is how you fix it. You remove the 8mm bolt right here on the clamp for this. And then I removed the upper radiator hose to let this out. That's all you have to do. And then in here, I'm gonna turn the camera on. So we go in here and we look deep inside. As you can see this linkage, and look at that. It's completely off. So I'm gonna push it back into park, and this is gonna go up to where that peg is. And this peg is that little, I forget the terminology of what it's called, but that is what puts it in park. So I'm gonna set the camera up and I'm gonna show you what happens when you do the linkage, or when you actuate the, here's a better angle. Look at that. So I'm gonna try and hold this in a good spot so you can see. And then I'm gonna put it in, it's in drive, right, or I think it's in park. But I'm gonna put it, yeah, it's in park now. I'm gonna move it to drive. Reverse, neutral, reverse, park. So as you can see, that's doing absolutely nothing. And now I'm gonna try and move it with my hand here and see if I can pull it out. Nothing. So I bet if I undid this bolt here, or I wonder what the best option is, but my best guess is that the motor mounts have caused this to sink back. I had someone put it in reverse and drive when I was outside of the car, and the whole motor would go reverse, drive. It moves a lot, and I think the motor mounts are the cause of this, because the body is stationary, and if the motor moves, then it's going to mess with the linkage. So I'm going to try and figure this out on my own, and I will make the rest of the video here to show what you have to do. But As of right now, I have no idea. So I'm just gonna try and figure it out, and then I will continue to make the video. So after reviewing the footage, I see that the linkage, when you put it in drive, it goes forward. So that's the reason why it's stuck in drive now, and it was intermittent, which makes perfect sense now. So I'm gonna put it in drive, and then I'll be able to slip that linkage back over, and then I'll be able to move it, and I could probably have park back. So I'm gonna put it in drive here. There. Oh, see that? See, now that I moved the linkage around, I have drive and sport mode now. And I bet if I continue to do this, yep, there we go. It just got stuck again. So I'm gonna put it as far as I can. It'd be best if I probably had someone to move it, or maybe I can continue to do this back and forth. There we go. And now it's underneath it probably, so I could just slip it onto that little thing. And so I think it was in sport mode when it slipped out, which would make perfect sense why the linkage is beyond that. Okay. So now, yeah, look at that. So now watch this. I'm gonna slip this on there. There it goes. Slipped on, as you can see. So now when I put it in park, this is gonna go all the way back, and I guarantee you I'll have park now. And I bet this works perfectly. Yep, boom, that feels completely different. Normally it would just slip and it would do nothing. But now, when you put it in, it clicks in, and I guarantee it's jacked up now. I'm gonna put it back on the floor and see if it works. But it wasn't moving the linkage at all. And I bet now that little hook, I'm gonna look up the name of it and I'll put it in the description. But that hook, the flywheel spins like this, and then there's this hook that goes like that, and it holds the flywheel steady so that the car doesn't roll in park. So now, it said park before because this is controlled electronically. There's probably a sensor right here that knows where this is, and then it just tells it, you know, what gear it's in or whatever. But I'm gonna put that back on. This was like literally a 5-minute job. Anyone could do this. Do not pay the dealer for it. Put it back on the ground and see if park works. I don't even have to check, honestly, because I know that just fixed it. So that is absolutely awesome. I hope this helps you, because I had no idea what to do, and there is not a single forum. There's a bunch of people complaining about it, and everyone who's trying to help has no idea, and then they say that, oh, it's supposed to roll, which no. If yours is rolling more than like 3 inches, that is your issue. Hands down, no question. That linkage is back on now. As you can, oh yeah, look. So as you can see that it's pulled that lever back now, and I bet that this piece controls that little thing inside the transmission that is now putting it in park. So that's all, guys. Hope this helps. If you want to learn how to flip cars, subscribe to the channel, and hope to see you in the next video.